my fingers.
I know, mine are orange.
Welcome to art class. My name's Allison Greenhouse. This is my co-host for today,
Miss Bird.
Amber Bird.
Amber Bird.
Some call you Art Bird.
Yes, otherwise known as Art Bird.
We're elementary art teachers, and we are here to teach you this awesome oil pastel pumpkin project.
It's a magic project.
It is a magic project. In the last couple episodes ago, I did like a oil pastels, like basics, like how to use oil pastels. And so if you're not really familiar with oil pastels, you may want to watch that one first and then, kind of dive into this. But this is a great project you can do at home with your kids. And we're going to get into it right now. Okay, do you want black or purple?
I think I want black.
Okay. I want black too. This one I did on purple, and it turned out really good.
I do like the purple.
But we're going to do black. This is just black construction paper, super simple black construction paper. And I've cut it into a square just because I like the way that looks on a, just on a square, but it could be any size, any shape paper.
I love it on there. The pumpkin really stands
And then
out.
we're using just a piece of, another piece of construction paper for a placemat.
Yes.
Just to keep
messy mat.
Little messy mat, keep the oil pastels off of your dining room table. And then got my Pop Ross tin. It says happy little tree mints, but there's not mints in here, there's chalk in here.
Okay, well, I won't eat any.
Yeah, don't eat these. Okay, so the way we start this project is we're gonna draw the pumpkin with chalk. And let me show you, this is the technique I teach to my students. We're gonna draw the pumpkin in the middle, and you wanna leave about 2 inches at the top for your stem, and about 2 inches at the bottom, or maybe a little bit more just for ground.
Okay.
So you're gonna draw an oval first, and it's just gonna go right in the middle here. And you want your oval to be, the chalk line to be pretty thick.
Okay.
That's a beautiful oval.
Thank you.
Isn't it nice to draw with chalk on?
Yes, it has a very nice, smooth.
It does. And then we're gonna add like a C. I tell the kids from the very, very tip top of this oval down to the bottom, it's like a C and then a backwards C. And then sometimes they'll say, oh, it looks like a hot dog in a bun. It kind of does. Just put a little ketchup on it. Just really hungry. I love Nathan's hot dogs.
I do too.
They're the best.
Yes, Nathan's hot dogs, mustard, ketchup.
Do you like relish?
I do like relish. Yes.
What about a chili dog?
Love a chili dog. It has to have onions, though.
I'm super hungry now.
I am starving.
Oh gosh. Okay, now we've got that nice and thick. Then I'm gonna do one more, just to kind of like finish off my pumpkin here. Nice and thick, nice and thick. I'm gonna add a stem. You can make that really any shape you want. Oh, that's looking good, Art Bird.
Thanks. I feel like it's going a little wonky right
That's
here,
okay.
but that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Do my chalk lines look thick enough?
Yeah, they look great. Nice and thick, yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna put oil pastels on top of the black paper, but when we color the oil pastels, we wanna leave the chalk showing. We're not gonna color on top of the chalk.
Okay.
And then after I do my stem, I can also do like a little bump here. That's like the back side.
Oh, for the back.
Gives
okay.
it adds a little bit of dimension to your pumpkin. It's gonna be like a little bitty bump, and then I'm gonna just do a horizon line here and a horizon line here. And that's all we have to do with the chalk.
Okay.
Oh, I like your stem.
Thanks.
It's very whimsical.
I like whimsical pumpkins.
I just like all the whimsical things.
I do too.
Okay, I brought this back. I wish I had put the date on this. Back when I was a brand new art teacher.
Yes.
19 years ago. Oof. I found this It was in the Martha Stewart magazine.
Well, that's gorgeous.
And
Just the whole thing.
I know, isn't that gorgeous? And I had to tear it out of the magazine. I laminated it because it shows like how many different colors of pumpkins there are.
Yes.
And so when I teach anything having to do with pumpkins, I get this out and I hang it up on the board at school because, look, this is almost red. This is almost yellow, white, green.
Little gray,
right?
green, orange, yellow.
So this means you can make your pumpkin any color you want.
Ooh.
All right, give Bob Ross your chalk back. Now we're going to use the oil pastels.
Okay.
And I've got neon in here, should you wish for them.
Oh.
I used a little neon on
Yeah.
on this.
Nice. Kind of in the middle there.
Right?
Very
I just went a little
nice.
crazy with that.
Yeah.
So you can decide to make your pumpkin any color you want. But if I was teaching this to my students, I would tell them you have to use at least 2 colors in each section. Because what I'm going to try and do is add some value,
Okay.
which is light or dark, right? And if I'm going to do a lightness or darkness of a color and I'm adding value, it's going to make my pumpkin look more 3-dimensional. So we're going to blend using the oil pastel. I don't really like to blend with my finger. Some people do. I do not. I just like to blend with the oil pastel. And I tell my students if they get one that's dirty like that, they can just clean it off on there.
Yes, that's what I like about oil pastels. You
Look,
sort of
back
clean
to
them
normal.
off.
Yep. Okay, what color are you going to do your pumpkin?
Okay,
a
this
hard
is where I get
decision.
into trouble because I'm like, I don't know.
Trying to decide. I know. I just
I'm
went.
not a
I just
good
went orange. I just
decision
went super traditional. Okay, so the whole goal here is to just color in the black.
Yes, don't
Color on the chalk. Yeah, because we're going to do something fun with the chalk here in a little bit. Magic. That looks pretty good. So again, at least 2
Yes.
colors, and you want to blend things because you're going to get a lot more texture, a lot more 3-dimension, you know, if you have a little value. And then just keep working your way along here. Do you like pumpkin pie?
Love pumpkin pie.
Do you like it better than like a different what's another like holiday pie?
Pecan pie.
Do you like pecan pie?
Yes. It's kind of a toss-up. That's usually my job for family gatherings.
Is to make the pie?
Pumpkin pie and pecan pie.
Well,
So
you know,
it's
I
sort of
don't
a-
cook, so you can make some for my house.
I
if you
will.
want. Pumpkin though, I don't really want the pecan. Shannon might want it though. I bet you'd like it.
Yeah, I usually, when I do that though, I make like, they're almost like little tarts or like little mini pies.
Yes,
Because
adorable.
the crusts are the best part of mini pie.
That's why
Really.
I like the mini fun size. In the last episode, we were talking about the fun size candy, and that's why I love the fun size candy, is because it's small and you get more chocolate.
Yes.
That's why you like the mini pie. Do you put them in like a muffin tin?
Yes. And then
Genius.
they're so good.
Just a little bite size. Do you do whipped cream on top of your pumpkin pie?
Yes, of course.
I'm coming to your house for Thanksgiving.
You should. It'll actually probably be my grandma's, but she
Yeah.
won't mind.
Okay, well, what does she make?
Oh. She usually makes the turkey,
Yes?
which is delicious. And then she makes cornbread, homemade biscuits, homemade cornbread.
That sounds amazing. Does she make the yams with the, my grandma Alice used to make the yams with the marshmallows on top?
No.
Is that just a Midwest thing?
Well, no, we have, but it's like sweet potato casserole. So it's like it has marshmallows, but it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Um,
This sounds
She
really
makes, usually we have her canned green beans, so she
Yes.
makes those. Those are the best. It's not super fancy. We just kind
good.
of,
It's just delicious.
yeah, just all good.
My sister makes something called spoon bread. Have you ever heard of spoon bread?
I have.
It's like a sweet potato thing, right?
I think so, yeah. I'm pretty
But it's like a
sure.
pudding. It's like a
Yes.
savory.
But you kind of, yeah.
It's really good. Yeah, she usually makes that for Thanksgiving. Or really any holiday that we get together for.
Mm-hmm.
Spoon bread. I can't remember where she learned how to make that, but gosh, it's good. Oh, I really like what I see here.
Oh, thanks.
You're going bright with that. I like
Yeah,
it.
Get a little crazy with it.
Yeah, why not? Get on in there. Let's see, I need some more yellow.
You just need.
Yep. And like,
Little-
if you wanted to, but when you're doing your chalk, you could put a jack-o'-lantern face on this if you wanted to with your chalk, and then go in it with, you know, whatever color would be totally fine. You know, it doesn't have to be just a plain pumpkin.
I think this is going to be my Dolly Parton pumpkin.
What's going to make it Dolly Parton? Because it's
Just the
pink.
colors.
Yeah.
The pink and the slight gaudiness.
Do love me some Dolly Parton.
Here we go.
I like that a lot. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how mine's coming along here.
Oh, I love yours.
Gotta get up here though and get this mixed in. Every section needs at least 2 colors because I tell the kids, if you blend stuff together, if you don't blend stuff together, you might as well just use crayons. Like that's the best part about oil pastels.
Mm-hmm. You can add a lot of depth.
It's almost like painting with like a stick. Okay, I'm gonna add some green and I still need at least 2 colors in my stem. That looks pretty good. I'm really shaking the table here.
I think it was me too.
Okay.
The sound of concentration.
That's right. Sometimes the kids will be like, he's moving the table.
I know.
He's, you know, you just have to be a conscientious table partner when somebody's trying to, you know, do their art. Like, guys, I'm gonna erase. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna erase something. Oh wow, that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got
I'm
something.
so much slower than you.
No, it's okay.
How are you so speedy?
I've just been that way my whole life. I got to show you something. Are you ready for these? I just ordered these.
Are they tiny?
Giant.
Oh!
Ah!
Little hand.
Aren't they awesome? I'm going to use
love
these to fill in
that.
my other space. I know. I do. I
Love
love
it.
them. I had never seen oil pastels this large before, and I just ordered them for my preschool groups. And they are amazing. They're exactly the same as the other oil pastels, but they're huge. And I'm going to do my ground, and I am still not going to color on the chalk. I'm leaving the chalk outline. So in a little bit, we're actually going to be wiping the chalk off, which is kind of the magic of this. But I've seen another project where they do this exact same thing, but they do it on, they don't use the chalk.
Yeah.
They do it on white paper with the oil pastel. And then they paint like watered down black tempera paint on top. And it's like a faux batik. It's like
Yeah, like the fabric.
right, but it gives the same look as this because the black ends up where the oil pastel isn't, and so it will still give the black outline. So it's a similar finished result. You're gonna have to look at that oil pastel tempera faux batik because you can do any. I mean, it doesn't have to be a pumpkin, obviously. You can do any project with it, but it is really cool. And then also, if you kind of crumble the paper before you do that, it gives it kind of like the paint goes in all the cracks and crevices. I would probably do that with a little bit older class. This project, you could do with any grade level. Like, I've done this same method, not the pumpkin, but the same method with first grade, where they draw like a vase with the chalk, and then they color it all in.
Cute.
Okay, what's next on your dolly? I'm very pleased with the color
I need
choices.
to do the stem. I wish I had gold. I'm just kidding.
Miss Greenhouse, you didn't bring any metallic oil pastels.
That's what I need. The one thing.
I know, there's no rhinestones here. How dare I forget to bring the rhinestone oil pastels with me? It's okay. I think you can make it work.
Yes, that'll be okay.
It's going to be just fine.
Everything is fine.
That's right. Okay, so your family eats turkey for Thanksgiving, or are you one of those families that also has ham? My grandma used to always make ham also.
really?
No, just turkey
Just turkey. Ham is for Christmas.
and Easter.
Yes, and
Obviously.
Easter. And then turkey's for Thanksgiving. I'll tell you some turkey that I really miss. My Papa Troxel
Yes.
would always make our Thanksgiving turkey when he was alive, and it was absolutely the best. And I miss that. I miss that turkey.
How would he do it? In the oven?
Yeah, it would just
It was
be
just the
in
way he made it was
oven,
just delicious.
Yeah. And of course we have dressing. Do you guys call it dressing or you call it stuffing?
Stuffing.
Do you put it in the turkey?
No.
Okay, we don't either.
I don't think you're really supposed to do that anymore, right?
I think salmonella and stuff.
Have they figured out that
It's not
you're not
good.
supposed to put it inside anymore?
Yeah.
Okay, look at this. My messy mat is getting super messy. This is why you want it, so you can color all the way to the edge.
Mine has just got little bits and
Everywhere.
yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm just going on top with a little blue just because I wanted this a little darker. But I like the way that looks. And the more dense you can get the color, the more the black outline's going to show up when we remove the chalk,
Okay.
which is the magic trick that's going to happen shortly. And then we have to decide about the sky. So many decisions, Amber.
This is a lot of decisions.
Are you feeling
not
too much
prepared.
pressure? I'm going to go with purple. Oops. Whoopsie.
I'm not good with the decision.
This is how our students feel. And we're like,
I know.
we have 45 minutes.
I know.
Time to
Every
make a
time I'm like,
choice.
okay, we gotta get.
It's time to go.
We
It's
gotta
time to
do
go.
it.
Why are you pressuring me,
And then I
Artbird?
feel like, oh, that feels terrible.
Yeah.
I need to stop doing that.
So in the summer, I go to Nashville for the Tennessee Arts Academy. I hope you
Yes.
can come with me sometime.
I would love to.
It's really fun. And we make art. I call it camp for art teachers. It's
Yes.
at Belmont, and we go and we make art. It's all art teachers, music teachers, theater teachers. Well, we make a lot of art, and they give us way more projects than we can get done in a week. And I'm like, this is how my students feel when they're like, okay, we have to go to lunch. Everybody needs to clean up. I'm not ready. Stop making me clean up. It's too much.
Or like you're taking up the things and they're still.
They're still trying to finish.
Hold on.
I say all the time to my students, okay, I know it's hard to stop making art, but we have to. It's time to stop. You have to go back to class. They don't want to do it though. Oh, this looks good. I use that neon purple and I'm going on top. Okay, also these neon oil pastels, you can draw on them with, on black paper
Yeah.
and then get a black light and they glow. I did it last year with my after school club.
Nice.
And we took the black light into a room with no windows, so it was really dark in there. And we did haunted houses with the oil pastels
that
on
sounds
black paper,
fantastic.
and they glowed, and it was so cool. It was really cool, and it was my kindergarten, first and second grade after school club, and they really loved it. And of course, I have a black light at my home,
Well, yeah.
like one does, and so you just grab
Doesn't
it, take it,
everybody?
plug it in. It's just like one of those strip black light.
Yeah.
Shannon, do we still have that black light? Yep, it's out in the shed in a box labeled Halloween illumination. Because
Of course it is.
that's how the greenhouses roll.
Halloween
illumination. Should you need anything?
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, So if you want to get the neon oil pastels and borrow my black light, you totally can. And blow your kids' minds.
Give them the old razzle dazzle.
Give them the old razzle dazzle. Be like, look at this magic trick, everybody. That's why teachers are magical people.
It's true. We have boxes in our sheds labeled
Halloween illumination. Okay, I'm almost done with my sky.
I'm trying.
You're doing. Ooh, this looks good. I love your ground. Dolly would approve of this ground.
I hope so. Maybe she watches these and she'll be like, I
You know,
need
I
that
bet she does.
pumpkin.
Hi, Dolly. Hey, girl, I'm really excited about your new rock and roll album.
Totally.
It's going to be really good. I'm going to add a little hot pink here. You've inspired me. I'm just using the side. See this little,
I love it.
a little razzle
I
dazzle.
like
I
the way
love
these
that.
blend when you're like,
Really rubbing them.
yeah.
Okay, look here. I'm ready for the magic.
Yours looks great. Of course, I'm still lagging behind.
No, you keep going. So I wanted to talk a little bit about cleaning up messy hands when you're doing oil pastels.
Oh, yes. Now,
There's-
that is a very good...
This is key.
I
Yeah,
need
this
to
is
know.
an important tip. So you can use, of course, you can use soap and water. You know,
Okay. But sometimes that doesn't seem to want to take it off very
wet
good.
wipes, or you know, the number one trick is just like a little bit of hand sanitizer. So I keep these at school, and when we do oil pastels, I put a little bottle at each table.
That's a
Because
great idea.
the alcohol in the hand sanitizer just cuts that oil, that greasy.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, because it's the worst whenever you are doing something and then you get it on your fingers and it transfers, because it does want to spread and run.
Yes.
And, you know, it never fails. As soon as you have something really nice, then the kids will accidentally, you know, spread it. So
Yep.
anyway, the hand sanitizer is really the way to go.
Okay.
So you're going to take a little hand sanitizer, clean your hands before you do the next step, because you want your hands to be nice and clean. Have you tried one of these giant ones yet?
I'm getting ready.
The time is now. Don't.
Are you trying to rush me?
Don't go without. No, I just want you to not forget,
Okay.
because they're so fun to use because they're so big.
Oh,
What color are you going to go?
I'm going to do a little blue on there.
Uh-huh.
Pick up the...
And then I'm going to suggest, have you tried
Yes, that was going to be my next...
that hot pink?
For my next trick.
I'll just leave that right there by you.
Thanks.
Okay, so I'm going to do mine, and then you can do yours when you're ready.
Okay.
Okay, so my hands are clean, and I've got a piece of sponge, and I just buy these sponges from the Dollar Tree, and I cut them.
Mm-hmm.
I've cut it into thirds, but you could even cut it into 6 pieces, because the kids don't really need much. And I have this little cup with just a tiny bit of water in it, and I'm going to squeeze out to where my sponge is just damp.
Okay. So not a lot of water.
Not a lot of water, like just barely any. You don't want a lot of water. And then, are you ready for the magic?
Yes.
I'm going to wet over everything, and the oil pastels are going to stay, and the chalk's going to disappear.
Okay.
And then you end up with this black
Oh.
outline all the way around.
I love it.
I know, it's so
I love your
exciting.
stem. The way you did the color on there.
Thanks. And sometimes you have to go around once, and then you'll get like a little white showing
Kind of
back
like
up.
residue.
And so then if you rinse your sponge and go around again, you can just wipe it off again. But see, the oil pastel's not moving.
I love it.
Looky there.
It's beautiful.
Oh,
I
it
love
does
it.
look good with the black. The purple's nice, but the black, oh, look at the difference here.
I know. I knew the black would be so
The
cool.
black is really exceptional, isn't it?
Okay, I'm gonna get finished.
I'm proud of you. You're doing great.
I'm a very slow artist.
That's okay. I'm just like, I'm a fast eater. I'm a fast art maker.
Well, but you just get on with it.
I just get on with it.
You make good decisions. I'm not. I don't. I'm like, I don't know.
No. Yeah, this is going to be amazing.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, clean your hands.
my hands.
Get your hands good and clean.
I don't know if that's possible. It's got several layers of marker and.
We've been busy today. It's been a really great day of art
true.
making. This is so fun. I'm ready to start my Halloween project
I
with my
know.
students.
I've been so excited.
One of my
about it.
favorite books, one of my favorite Halloween, I have so many favorite Halloween books, but one is Spookly the Square Pumpkin.
Yes.
I read it every
love
year
that one.
with my kindergartners, and then we draw square pumpkins. It's such a good one.
Yep.
Spookly the Square Pumpkin.
Okay. So I think that's as good as it's gonna
Okay.
get.
Now, there's just a tiny bit of water in the bottom of that little
Okay.
cup, and you just squeeze your sponge out. And again, like you could just even cut it.
Yeah. They wouldn't need very.
They just need a little bit. Or a lot of times I'll just have like a little station where like 2 at a time will come up and wipe.
That's a good idea.
Sometimes if you leave like 25 kindergartners to their own devices with wet sponges,
Yes.
things go south real fast.
Yes. They
And
like,
you're like,
to.
what is happening in here?
Yeah.
So
Why
like,
is everybody wet and crying?
never happen in my classroom.
That would never happen in Art Bird's classroom.
Oh my gosh, it looks so cool.
Okay, so
I really love it.
I got a little crazy with the oil pastel, and I went over the lines a few times.
That's okay. It's no big deal. Yeah, that's super.
So there we go. Up in the little residue.
And then you can tell, like, I like to just kind of re-dip and squeeze and then go around again to get the rest. See, as mine dries, I can still see a little residue coming up. Are you thinking about all the wet kids throwing sponges in your classroom?
I am, actually.
Sometimes it's hard when there's only one of you and 25 of them.
And 28.
But so fun.
It is fun.
Gosh, we're making memories, right?
Yeah, and then when you do something that surprises them, they're like,
what? Like this magic trick. Like this. Look at how good. Oh, man. That's really fun. And it's just on that black paper.
That is really neat. I love that.
High five, Bird.
Good job.
High five, Art Bird. All right. Oil pastels, white chalk, sponge, construction paper. You can do it on any color, but I think black looks awesome.
Is really
very bold.
Yeah. Good
All right,
choice.
get to making. Make some stuff. Let's go.
I'm ready to go home. I need to eat first, and then maybe make
We've
some
been talking
things.
a lot about Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, I'm very hungry. Nathan's hot dogs.
Let's go eat and then make some more art.
Some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye. See you next time. Thank you.
Bye.